And we are live! Woohoo! Welcome along to the live stream, everybody. For those that don't know me, let me introduce myself. Hello! I'm Gavin Hoey. I'm one of the presenters right here on Adorama TV. We are live on the Adorama channel. And for the next hour, we're going to be talking about soft light being dramatic. That's the plan. If you're just joining us, let us know, particularly if you're joining us for the first time. Say hello in the chat. Let's get that going, because I've got a few people here. I mean, it's not like being in Adorama where I'm surrounded by loads of people in the Adorama store. We are on location in my studio, and on the Super Switcher is the amazing Freya. On the chat is Sam.
Hello. Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? We've got quite a few people here.
That's good.
Yeah. Would you like to know where some of them are from?
The edited highlights would be wonderful.
Okay. I will pick them out at random. So we've got the Cotswolds. We've got Houston in Texas. I'm going to go back up to the top. We're going to go Allen in Bushy Park, always. We've got the West Country, wet as usual. Yeah. Oh, we've got Nepal. I don't know if we've had Nepal before.
I don't remember, no. That's
very cool. We've got Gloucester. We've got Berlin in Germany. We've got the Netherlands. We've got Washington. And that's it, I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, Australia. The extremes.
If you could do me a favour and just mention a few more.
Okay, we've got, San Francisco, Barcelona. Barcelona I've been to, which is amazing. San Francisco I'd like to go to. I'm just adding extra information here.
Good, keep
India, we've got Dubai, Massachusetts, I saw flying past there. Georgia, are you ready yet?
No, my tethering cable is, oh yes, hang on, we're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Hooray! I'm in Switzerland now. Very cold Norway.
Right, let's bring that back up. Yes, we are live.
Okay.
Anything can and will go wrong for the next hour. Let me just make sure I can get a picture on the screen so you guys can see something. Yeah, okay, good, we're good. Okay, right. Thank you, Sam. So this is live. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat as we go along. But I'm not here just by myself and Freya and Sam. I've got the amazing Sophie as my model. Give it up for Sophie. Fantastic. Hiya, Sophie. Okay, so Sophie's going to be the model for this, and we're going to do hard lighting but soft lighting. In other words, I'm going to do dramatic lighting, the sort of thing we expect from hard lighting, but it's going to be soft shadows. I think I should probably start and explain the difference between hard and soft, just so we've all got a benchmark, but mostly just so I can make sure this technical stuff is actually working. So, Sophie, do you want to go right up against the wall for me? Light-wise, today I am using, fresh out of the box. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Fresh out of the box, a Flashpoint Explore 300 Pro Mark II. Okay, or if you're a Godox, then that is the Godox AD300 Mark II. So, yeah. We've never used it before. I mean, using it on a live stream, I can't imagine anything will ever go wrong. So, yeah, let's find out, shall we? So, I've got a light on a light stand, the amazing Sophie, a white wall, and that's it. Let's take a picture like this. And what we're interested in is shadows. Because we talk about hard and soft light, but that's not really helpful. We're actually talking about hard and soft shadows. Just so we're all on the same page, those shadows are hard shadows. And you can see it in a fairly clear way because you can actually trace Sophie's hairline going down there, but also let's get one in focus.
I thought it was my eyes.
No. It's the live stream quality. You know, it just dropped off a little bit there, tiny little bit. Yeah, there we go. So actually it didn't really affect the shadows, how funny. But the shadows on Sophie's chin and cheeks and her nose, even her nose ring has a perfect shadow. This is hard light. I'm pointing, but you can't see it. The line underneath Sophie's chin, a direct hard edged shadow. So that is what we called hard light. Now there's nothing wrong with hard light. It's a perfectly good light source, but that's not what we're doing today. So I'm going to make the light softer. And to do that, we're going to use the most basic bit of kit. Have you got an umbrella? Are you superstitious? If you are, then probably don't want to get an umbrella. But this is a shoot-through umbrella. It is as cheap as they come. It is as old as the hills. And it does a great job at softening the light. So I'm going to attach that to this. Let's pop that in the little hole. There we go. Slide that in. Yep, lovely. And we'll put the light roughly back in the same place. Now the thing to bear in mind is when you put anything between your light source and your subject, there's going to be a degree of reduction in light. Now I could get my flash meter out and start metering. I'm just going to knock it down about a stop. For the purposes of demonstration, this, down, up a stop, Gavin, up a stop. Now I don't know where I started. Oh great, okay. Live, let's try this. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're interested in the shadows in this picture. And this is what we would class as soft light. Hard light, soft light. Can you see the difference? Is it clear? Do you need me to go deeper? Look at the shadow behind Sophie. Remember before we could literally trace her hairline. Now, light in the same place. The end result is very different. If I zoom in, the shadows on Sophie's nose, the shadow under her chin, all of that is there, but there's no hard edge to it. It's much more blended and soft. The only problem is, it's really boring. And that's not the purpose of this talk. Today we're going to be doing dramatic soft light. So I want to keep that property of softer shadows, but I want to increase the drama. What is the drama? It's whatever you think it should be. For me, it's a bit of contrast and a little bit more interesting lighting than just popping a light in front of your model. Even with a great model, it doesn't quite work. So that's where we're going. Okay, so far, if you've got any questions, stick them in the chat.
I have a few comments.
Oh, good, okay.
So Brad says, that's got some biker vibes today, Sophie. Cool outfit. Hey, Brad. And Mikhail said that hard light works well with her gloss. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not saying that hard light is bad light at all. What we're saying is that it's not necessarily for everybody. Okay, Sophie, have a seat. So I wanted to get going, get some photos straight in the bag first of all, but let's just circle back slightly. So let's do what we should do right at the beginning, but if I do it right at the beginning, no one watches. What am I going to take? There's a picture I'm going to take before I start my proper photography, and it's super important, particularly as we've just had this studio repainted a very bright white. I didn't think there was different brightnesses of white, but it turns out this one is the brightest. So, yeah, what am I going to do? Very important picture.
They were on it before.
I bet they were. Yeah. I bet they were.
So, yeah, no flash, no Sophie. And Dustin had said before you started, Gavin, when is NFMP?
Okay, it's right here. I wanted to get that first little technical bit out of the way first so we could actually get to this, because let's face it, that isn't such as an exciting picture as the first one. No offense, Sophie. I'm just saying that even I can take a bad picture of you, because there is a picture of Sophie. She's in there somewhere. What this tells us, if you're new to this, is that the room lights, bright as they are, aren't impacting the picture. Everything you see is light that I've decided and controlled, good or bad. Okay, awesome. Let's see what we can do about this. Let's get some bits out of the way. I'll put that over there. There we go. All right, okay, so umbrellas, all well and good, but there is a product that if you want soft light is literally in the name of the product. Can you guess what it is? Yeah, I'm probably not really testing you that hard, I mean. Softbox, yep. A softbox is the product that actually says soft on the tin. So surely, if we want soft light, that's what I'm going to reach for. And you're right, I am. As always, never try and put your softbox on the light. Always put the light on the softbox. It always seems like it's going to take longer, but if you're using the Bowens S mount, trust me, it doesn't. In the long run. Right, softbox. So this is a 25-inch softbox. It's called a beauty dish. Ignore the name. It's really, really not a beauty dish. If I can spin it around. No, of course I can't. Okay. Sophie's underneath there. Let's take a meter reading. Change of light requires a change of light metering. Here we go.
Got a question.
Fire away.
How wide is the softbox?
It's 25. I've got my hands full. I can't. Okay, look, it's that big. It's 25 inches. Okay, I know. What a time. I'm going to pop this near your gin.
So you have a question.
Fire away.
When would you choose an umbrella over a softbox, actually?
I would choose other way around. When would I choose an umbrella? Yeah, no, I guess that is the right way around because I'd always choose a softbox primarily in this space because a softbox gives me a little bit more control, as I'll demonstrate soon. But push comes to shove, an umbrella will get me close to what I want. It's purely a matter of the softbox is a more efficient light source. It pushes the light forward, where the shoot-through umbrella also pushes light backwards as well, so you get less control. We've done whole live streams about that in the past. They're on Adorama somewhere. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Quick little test photo. And
You've got a comment as well, saying, you are an excellent multitasker, Gavin. I can tell you it's only when he's live.
I think we can all agree that's not true, but I do my best. Alrighty, there you go. If you want a school photo from the 1980s, I've got you covered. How's that? I mean, it is hard to take a bad picture of Sophie, isn't it? This is soft lighting. We can see under the chin that the lighting is soft. There are shadows there, but there's no hard edge to them. The jewelry doesn't have hard edges to the shadows. Everything is soft. Sophie's makeup. Did I mention she's a makeup artist as well? You can really tell. Links in the video description down below. Everything looks really soft, but blimey, that isn't dramatic, is it? And
You've got another question. Is that the new S3 bracket?
No. No, it is the S2 bracket, this one, and I'm also using the S1 bracket. I haven't seen the S3 bracket. I'm going to be at the photography show in a couple of weeks' time. Hopefully I'll get to actually see one in the real world.
Biggie asked, following what was asked just now, is there any difference between the S2 and S3?
Yeah, the S3. So what we're talking about for the real geeks out there amongst us is the bracket at the back of this. So the way it works is you have your Explore 300 Pro Mark II, then you have a bracket, and that bracket attaches the two bits together and allows you to put a Bowens Fit softbox on. So the bracket is like the middleman between the flash and your light modifier. So they made an original one which didn't hold round lights, then they made one for the round-headed lights, and then they made a third one, the S3, which is smaller, lighter, and more compact. Okay, so direct flash, that's where we were. Can we go back to the picture? Yeah, just to remind ourselves. That is light that's coming straight at Sophie. Yes, it's soft. No, it's not interesting. So to make it a bit more dramatic, I am literally just going to move the light around. I'm going to get it closer to Sophie. I'm going to get it coming in from a more of an angle at the side, something like that. Okay, that's going to affect my exposure. I could get my flash meter out and meter it. I was going to say I couldn't remember where it was, but I put it really close so I didn't forget. F18. Wow. So if I did nothing, I'd have to change my camera settings to F18. Oh, there we go. So that is what my flash meter is telling me. No.
Wow, it's so clear.
It's pin sharp, isn't it? Yay! Look at that. Okay, so camera settings, I got my shutter speed wrong. Oh no, I haven't. Can't see, I'm really, I'm at a bit of a weird angle. Anyway.
You're upside down, so you're going to
and upside down. F8, in other words, my camera matches my light. That's what I'm looking at if you've never used a flash meter before. Okay, I'm going vertical so I don't get the light in the picture. That is the correct exposure on Sophie. May not be what you necessarily want, but that is technically the correct exposure on Sophie. But you can see how quickly the light drops off. We've got a lot more light drop off. We've got a lot more contrast. We've got a lot more potential drama in that picture. Okay, let's see if we can build this up. Make this a little bit more interesting. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do? Oh yeah, here we go. Rhetorical question. Let's get another light. So the advantage of making it more dramatic, having darkness, having shadows. Shadows are where you can put your light. If you've got nothing but bright highlights, you can't add any more light. If you've got shadows, that's your opportunity. That's where you can add light. So this is not a soft light source. It's just going to be a light source for the background. And because we've got two lights going on, I'll always turn off the main light and turn on my new light so I can see what it's doing. Let's put it down to maybe 128th power. Okay, so that is just putting a little bit of light on the background. And when I turn on the main light, I can get the two to work together. Okay, I think we can work on this. We can definitely make this better. We want to add a bit more drama to the scene. We've got some more interesting lighting, but we don't really have drama. It's quite a safe picture. Yeah, those noises are compulsory. You have to make the noises. This is where my studio becomes a little bit too small, but we're going to bring this in nice and tight. There we go. Yeah, we're in. So I put a table into the scene. That's why Sophie is sat on a low chair. I'm not really being mean. And we've had a bit of a clear out in the studio. We had a repaint and a tidy up. And this is a bit of the old worktop. And I was going to throw it away because it's got a large lump missing out the corner. But, you know, maybe it'll make a nice photographic thing before it goes in the bin. One last hurrah. Okay. I also moved the light so it's pretty much 90 degrees to Sophie, mostly so I can get it in with the table.
You got a question?
Far away.
Does the width of the softbox dictate the model stroke light source distance?
It can do. It shouldn't do. You really should decide that based on a whole bunch of other things, and we've got a video on that very subject coming up in a few weeks' time. But it can do. There's a rough and ready guide that you want to have your light twice the distance of the diameter. I don't buy into that, but some people like that, and if it works for you, wonderful. I go with a fairly safe and sensible, internationally recognised measuring distance. We call it 1 Sophie's arm's length. Can you just test the tick? That's how far away it should be. 1 Sophie's arm's length is about the right size for a 25-inch softbox. Okay, so let's do a quick little test. Okay, so we're getting something, but I'm not quite there yet. I want to work at this a little bit more. So how can we add more drama to this scene? There's a really, really easy way of adding drama. Anyone want to suggest something? It is, well, I'll do it and let's see if anyone catches up. Hang on a second, whilst I just check everything. Okay, here we go. Quickest way I can think of adding some drama to this picture.
They've all gone down the smoke line.
Weirdly, we're not doing smoke today. Okay, spot the difference. Same picture. Same picture, same lighting, nothing changed. But everything changed. Everything changed. Hey,
Yeah.
There you go, well done. Yeah, make it black and white. And the reason it becomes more interesting, more dramatic, is because it's not what we see. We're used to seeing colour. That's the world we live in. We take away something, we get a picture that is unusual from our point of view. Sadly, it doesn't make it stand out on social media because you want extreme colour, but nonetheless, that works quite well.
Add purple, and purple gel will also.
Honestly, you guys need purple. Hold that thought.
Give
Hold
them
that
what
thought.
they want.
Yes, please.
Does anybody actually want purple gel? I don't think anyone does.
People, let alone people in the room. I mean, come on.
Matthias put, you want drama? Call Ziggy.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
our cat, in case you haven't seen him.
Yeah, the drama kicks off when he's hungry.
Okay, what about a shallow depth of field? Let's try a little bit of shallow depth of field work. So I've dialed in some different settings. I'm going to turn my flashes off. Quick little test photo, because I've now changed my setting to f1.4. Okay, that's f1.4 at, well, you can see it on the screen, 4,000th of a second. So even though I've opened up my aperture to let a load of light in, and I've slowed my shutter speed down, I've made it a shorter duration to stop that, I press the high speed sync button and I just get on with my life. I may have to change the settings a bit on the flashes. Forgot about that bit. Oh yeah, it went to half power on the background. How did it do that? Why did it do
I
that?
think that was the drama. And I can just get on with my life.
That did sound really, yeah.
That was.
That's something can we take that out in edits? That can come out in that. That'll
No,
come
I
out
like
in the edit.
that. That's how easy your life becomes.
Yeah, I'm used to editing everything I say. Okay, there you go. That's kind of nice. Sophie, do you want to just look straight down the lens? Because if you want maximum drama, look at the camera. Okay, there is a slight downside to this. Anyone spot the downside? It's a little downsidey. I'll give you a clue. We're not doing sci-fi horror. Seth would love it though, wouldn't he? Yeah. What was the film we were talking about earlier? Event Horizon. Event Horizon. I'm getting Event Horizon vibes. So the fix for that is the Explore 100 Pro. This is the Mark 1. I have a Mark 2. I haven't opened it yet. I think that might be the unboxing for next week's video on my channel on the live session. I have a new one of these. But if I get the little 100, very small flash, surprisingly powerful, and I just have that turned down to 1/64th power. Let's try it. Okay, this is what it looks like on its own, I think. Okay, this is what it looks like on its own. You can see it's not really adding anything to the picture, except, can you see what it's adding? Okay, there is little tiny catch lights. Everything has a little shine to it. It's doing nothing but bouncing light off of the shiny surfaces. And one of the shiniest surfaces we have is the eyeball. That's what I want it to do. I want it to push light into Sophie's eyes so they shine back at me, but not to change the softness of the picture. Remember, that's what we're after. Soft lighting, but with drama. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. That works really well. I might just take it up a tiny little bit. Love that, fantastic. Change my position a little bit. Ooh, don't fall over on the live stream.
Go on. Have a go. Do it.
Okay, fantastic. So we've got pretty dramatic lighting, and we don't have to have the lights there. We can move the key light. What happens if I move the key light is a question that, I mean, you can answer, but I'm more interested in asking it for myself. What happens if I move the key light? There's no better way to learn than to discover for yourself. I always like it when people ask questions, but I like it when they actually go and find out the answers. What would happen if I do this? I don't know. Have a go. Let me know. That looks so good. The light's in the wrong position, but it's perfect. Okay. We got any questions? Because I'm pretty much done with this setup. I'm just going to take a few photos.
I'm just going to read out a comment. Snoot on the eyes only.
Yeah, I mean, if it was any brighter, if it was like this, hang on a second, Sophie, if you can look straight at me, Okay, if I wanted that light to actually light Sophie's face, I would need to snoot it because the light is bright enough to light Sophie's face, but it's also light enough to start creating shadows that I don't necessarily want. Can you see the one under her chin? That's not soft light anymore. So if I put a snoot on, I would end up with shadows that I didn't want. And although that might be fine, that's not what I'm after today. So I'm happy for it to drift into darkness, but keep the softness of the shadow underneath the chin and around the eyes. Beautiful. Last one. Okay.
So someone asked if you can go back to colour for a frame so that they can see Sophie's makeup.
By all means. Okay, here we go. A quick colour version. And if you want to look straight at me, Soph. Okay. Super important if you're working with a makeup artist, and close your eyes. Do a couple of pictures for the makeup artist. Okay, we could probably work on that a little bit and get the light softer and flatter, but you know, take pictures for your team as well as for yourself. Okay, but I like the black and whites. Okie dokie, let's get all this out the scene, including Sophie. Sorry, Sophie, it's probably safer. Turns out,
No,
worktop's quite
probably
heavy.
about
I'm
it,
gonna
yeah.
head over here. And we'll put this, should we just leave it there? That's fine, I can leave it there, can't I?
No.
That's fine.
Every time.
Honestly, how about that? Is that all right?
No.
There's not enough room. We need a bigger studio.
Okay, that's fine.
Stop!
Okay. All right. So, if you were here at the start, you saw we did some soft light versus hard light just to demonstrate the difference. If you're just joining us, hello, welcome along. We're going to circle back to that and then move forward. So, let's get rid of the softbox. And we'll do it in a different way to we did last time. One of my favourite little lighting hacks. Dead simple when you need a quick but dramatic light source. Just get a bare flash, get it angled slightly down, there we go, and then run it straight down a wall, even a smooth wall that's just been freshly painted at great expense, like that, gives great results. Sophie, in you come. Sophie's going to stand up against the wall. I'm going to make sure I turn off all of the lights that aren't supposed to be firing, which is my favourite trick to forget. Okay. I'm also going to switch back to my other lens. Okay. So think about the light direction. You can probably picture how this is going to go, and you'd probably be right, because it's fairly clear when you look at it what's going to happen. Sophie, I'm going to pop this near your chin. F12.7. I love Seconic. No F13. Superstitious. F8. Okay, back to F8 again. Turn off high-speed sync. F8.
So Brad said, you mean using the light strainer, right? Not the bare bulb on the wall.
I so nearly got it out, Brad. I nearly did. And I thought, no, I should probably stick to this for now. So it's a very, very dramatic effect. And if you want drama and you're happy with shadows, that's great, isn't it? Working with a experienced model like Sophie, immediately Sophie looks towards the light. I didn't have to tell her to do that, which is why working with a model that knows what they're doing makes a huge difference. Like having a makeup artist saves you a ton of retouching time. So that is fine, but it's not what we're after today. Today, soft light. Soft light. So how will that picture change if I switch it out to the softbox?
That's what Colin said before you said it.
Really? Colin, thinking alike. Always put the light on the softbox. Don't put the softbox on the light. Quicker in the long run. Okay, so a couple of things are definitely going to happen. Some of them obvious, some of them perhaps more of a surprise. First and most obvious, what is the most obvious one? There's obviously a thing that's going to happen. See if anybody agrees with me. The first thing you're going to do every time you change a light in any way, shape or form, re-meter the light. Take some test photos or just put a light meter there and return to light. So I lost 2/3 of a stop. So I don't know if anyone put that, but that's the first thing that's going to happen. You're going to lose light. The next thing that's going to happen, shadows. The shadows are going to become softer, a lot softer. Before, after. You can see the light on Sophie is basically the same, near enough. But look at the difference in shadows. That's the shadow we had with the bare flash. That's the shadow we get with the softbox. And it's not just the light behind Sophie, it's the light on Sophie as well. Which is kind of nice. What do we think? Yes? Let me know in the chat. I can't see the chat, so I'm kind of like assuming people agree. I'm assuming people are here. I should just check we are live. Oh, we are. I'm not that it makes any... I'll keep going anyway. Looking at that, I think maybe I want just a tiny bit more light. A flash meter will tell you the correct exposure, but it won't actually tell you the right exposure. They're not the same thing. Okay, so correct and right.
Biggie said, I do like this photo.
Oh, thank you, Biggie.
Biggie was stuck. He's on the train, and he was between Milton Keynes and Watford Junction with no signal.
Oh, I hope it froze on a really good part of the live stream. Awkward. So this, if you...
Chris has put grid.
Chris, have you been spying on me again? Pack it in.
Back off, leave Chris alone. We're all in his face.
Okay, this is a grid. If you're in the market for a softbox, don't buy a softbox unless it has either a grid included or at least an optional extra, because you are going to need these, especially if you're in a small space. Living rooms we were in last time we did a live stream, small home studio. This is actually smaller than the living room we were in before. Grids allow you to control the lights, but also create interesting lighting effects. So I wonder if I can do this without adjusting the height.
Soph could help.
I knew you were going to say that. I could hear it. Honestly. Right, okay. So there's a very important question I'm going to ask Sophie. Sophie, if you look through the grid, can you see any of the white?
Not the bottom and a little bit of the top.
Okay, so... Oh. How about now? Bit more, okay. So here's an important thing. It doesn't matter how I adjust the softbox, it's very unlikely that Sophie is going to see the entire surface of that softbox. And what we know about size is that the size of your light source is directly related to the shadow softness. So even though I've got the same size light with a grid, I'm going to lose a little bit of those shadow softness. Hopefully not too much, because I'm going to gain something else. I'm going to gain direction. I'm going to lose light. Should we find out how much? Or should we just guess? I like just guessing. But, you know, I should probably do this properly. F6.3.
So
2/3
Biggie
of a stop.
said, one day I'm going to make a bingo sheet of Gavin quotes. We say that, don't we? Every Christmas we go, oh, we must do that.
Yeah.
You'll have to give us a hand, Biggie.
You don't need quotes, just top left corner, trip over a light stand, bottom right corner, trip over a cable. And that's pretty much the corners covered. You can add in the other two yourself.
We have a nice comment from Silverio. I'm from Brazil and I learn a lot from your videos. Well, thanks for watching. That's great.
My camera has just died. We do have another one. Yep, absolutely. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Let's try switching it off and on again. It's not the battery. It is possibly the tether cable. Maybe I did. Maybe, oh goodness, did I just really jinx it? I was just saying. Just saying that. And I may have just completely jinxed this.
Michael said, did you try turning it on?
I did, and off again. Remove the battery is the next thing to do if it doesn't work. But
And Brian said, "Woo, we just made it to my second live. Bad timing." What happened in the first live, Brian?
okay, so I've got to always have a spare cable. I've got a spare cable to hand, but I'm giving this one last chance just to see if it'll kick in, and it looks promising. Yeah, okay, I know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I will be getting the spare cable out.
This live is so dramatic, even the camera wants to get in on the drama.
Okay.
Michael said, "This is my first live." Don't be put off, Michael. Things always run really, really smoothly.
We were just saying to Denise, weren't we, before we went live, everything's going so smoothly. Okay, let's have a look. So have a look at the direction of light now. So it's still coming from the same direction, but we've just controlled it and refined it. So now it doesn't spill absolutely everywhere. It's much, much more directional, but it still retains the same softness of shadow, more or less. Technically, it will be slightly harder for reasons I previously mentioned. No, I don't know what that is either. There we go. So I've got this idea in my mind. Go back to that picture again. Let's just see if it still works. Yes. There's an awful lot of shadow in that picture. Now I'm thinking we should add maybe a little bit of fill in there. So although it's dramatic, it's not quite so stark. I mean, it would. Do you want to pop your jacket on for me? Let's just see how that goes as well. Because I think this would look good in black and white, but also I'm thinking maybe adding a bit of colour. Oh, everything, oh no, I can see what I've done. All right, let's everything reset, but it's entirely user fault. Here we go. Okay, black and white, I want to adjust it a little bit. I'm just going to do it to taste. Sorry, Sophie, I missed that one. That was a good swing. And again. Oh, sorry, I'm out of sync. Hey, got one. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I like pretty good. That's really understatement. This looks amazing. This looks awesome. This looks fantastic. It has that. Give her a microphone. Yeah. No, don't tempt me. Okay, that looks pretty good, but I'm thinking if we did it in colour, what sort of colour scheme should we go? What colour should I add the shadows? Because we're going to create a little bit of extra light using a second flash. Now my second flash can be absolutely anything. We had the Evolve 200 Pro Mark II ready to go, so we might as well use it. Let's grab that. Okay, what colour? I've got a bunch of colours if you want a clue. Let me just try and steer you towards the right colour. I've got a whole bunch of colours, any colour.
I see the right colour. No, I put that back. The right colour there.
Oh,
The right. You said no. You said the right colour. No. That wasn't on the right. The right.
Oh, the right colour.
No, that not that
Red,
one.
purple,
No,
then
it was
smoke.
it was actually on the right. There you go.
Blue.
Much better. That was a lot of work.
Cyan, sky blue, pink,
Yes.
purple gel.
Go on, somebody put rainbow. Somebody
blue,
put tartan.
red, blue,
Yeah. Okay.
pink, purple,
I don't know why I bothered asking, really.
magenta, blue, blue.
Oh, blues. Nice. Thank you. It was a rhetorical question. I kind of knew you were going to ask for purple. So I got the purple out. Let's pop the purple on. So what I've done is I've just clipped it to the front of the little 4.5-inch reflector. And I'm going to fire
Striped,
it.
please.
What's that?
Striped.
Striped. Oh, I forgot striped. Yeah. Polka dots. I'm going to fire it at the newly painted white ceiling, which you can't see, but is a long way up in the air. And
I'll find it. Hold on.
it's also, I forgot they didn't paint the ceiling, did they? Because we said that was too expensive.
Quite a lot of it.
I'm getting there.
There it is.
That's as far as I can go.
That's yeah. There you get the idea. It's kind of
Yeah, up. Yeah.
ceiling. So we're going to paint it purple with the purple gel. So I'm going to turn off the key light. I'm going to turn on just that light, and I'm going to pop it. I've no idea what setting. 1/8 power, not a clue. Let's just see what we get. Let me show you. Top tip, and one reason you really want a mirrorless camera in your life. Can you see what I did wrong? That is purple. Trust me, that's purple. I left it in black and white mode. So I don't know why I got that there. I can move it. Here we go. Okay, that is the same, but not in black and white. Okay, we're on a bit more light. Whoa, we're going to be at like half power. You don't want too much. It's always a balance. I think that's too much. Let's go in the middle, 1/4 power. A quick little, I'll tell you when the good stuff's happening, Sophie, it's okay. Okay, so that is the colour and the illumination of our shadows. Now, notice that is a hard light source I'm using, a 4.5-inch reflector, but there are no shadows in the picture. The only shadow you can see is coming off of the softbox, and it is super, super soft. Why is a hard light source able to give me such soft light? I'll tell you, it's okay. It's a ceiling, isn't it? It's bouncing off the ceiling. Great big light source.
I was actually going to answer.
Oh, you can answer.
I was going to answer.
Go on, then you answer.
It's bouncing off the ceiling.
Yes, well done, Sam.
I was actually going to say that.
Spot on.
You didn't give them time to answer because they've all answered now.
I gave him loads of time. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Okay, obviously we've got the softbox in there. I can work without that. But this becomes dramatic because of the colour shift. And I hate to say it, you were right. Purple looks fantastic. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Someone write that down that you said that, just for future reference.
Fantastic. I mean, really looks cool though, doesn't it? Yeah, I know, it will be purple every time. I've got to make sure I don't do the mistake of not moving my feet because it's so easy just to stay still and not move around. You're seeing, I suspect I was in the right place all the time, but I'm going to move around anyway and test it because you never know where the best pitch is going to happen. I mean, you normally have quite a good idea, but that works pretty well. Super important, if you've got some good pictures happening, take this picture as well. Here we go, quick little test photo. Okay, just so you can see what you were doing, or maybe even back here. Oh, let's get one in focus. Hair trigger. What's wrong with that? That's fine. Oh God, you guys are such perfectionists. How's that? It's close enough, isn't it? Look, my shutter speed is 1/8 of a second, and I think I've turned off image stabilization. There we go. That's pretty sharp. Okay, so pictures like that, joking aside, super, super useful when you're looking back at your pictures and you're trying to learn from what you've done. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, okay. Let's take this idea and kind of squash it together a little bit more with something different. So, dramatic lighting. We got drama there from the colour scheme, as well as obviously Sophie's amazing look and posing. Let's see if we can get drama just from the lighting directly, and then everything else builds around that.
So, you've had a suggestion.
Yeah.
Sunglasses on Sophie to look into the lights, black and white picture, and the light with the grid on will get a great reflection.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, yeah, we've done that a few times. If you've got reflective sunglasses or just dark sunglasses, you do get quite a cool reflection from the grid. Little tip, what we've done in the past, get 2 soft boxes, square ones, put them in a V shape, put your model in the middle. Looks amazing. Put a gel on each if you really want to add a bit more finesse. Add some smoke. Right, okay. Did I just take the grid off? Honestly. Amateur hour. I know I'm going to put it back on. Let's pretend I didn't know that though. So, I think this is probably not the best for the live stream, but we'll get there.
There's been worse.
Is there?
Not today.
Oh, not to say. I'm
No.
like, oh, what have I done now?
Well.
Don't need a list. So, here's the plan. I've got Sophie stood in front of a softbox. This is going to be soft lighting. Let's stick it in TTL mode. Let's just see whether this does anything at all. TTL mode. Oh, I'll turn off the other lights as well. I told you I'd forget. Okay. And I won't be in aperture priority mode. Oh boy, real amateur hour. There we go. So, what do you reckon? Pretty good, huh? Yeah, I can fix it, I can make it better. Hang on a minute, here we go. I said if you put it in black and white, it becomes better. Damn. Yeah. Oh no, this isn't working. What am I gonna do? Panic. Don't panic. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this principle and change it with the grid. Okay. Let's spin it around so you can see. I'm going to attach the grid, which is Velcro, and it just Velcros to the outside. There we go. Okay.
Biggie's put TTL, touchy light.
It used to be totally terrible lighting, but it's actually quite good nowadays. I can't say that anymore. It's really annoying. It used to be fun, that joke. And then they got good. Ugh. Right, okay.
And Remco said, is that new, forgetting to turn the lights off rather than forgetting to turn them on? No, he's always done that as well.
I haven't always done that.
Always.
I mean, you know, when I was a little tiny kid, I didn't forget, but, you know, we didn't have lights back then. Candles, that's what we had. Right. Here we go. Have a look at that. Okay, so I've done nothing more than add a grid. I'm still in TTL mode because I forgot to change it, but it seems to work quite well. So we get this effect. So the grid is creating a more restricted area of light. If I go wider, always a really good idea to go wide so you can see where your light is going. Okay, and you get to learn an awful lot about how light works if you take a much wider view. So that is pretty good. The way it works is if I back the light up, that spot, that light area, becomes less good. But as I get closer, it becomes a little bit more controlled, a little bit smaller, and a bit more interesting. So here's the theory. If I get it really close, is it going to get even better? Let me know when I actually hit you, Sophie, won't you? Okay. Whoa, that was closer than I thought. Okay. Right, let's come down to the side here and yeah, okay, that looks super cool. So we've squashed Pro Sophie. Now I'm going to come off of TTL mode because it's going to give me random results and I don't like that. I'm going to go back to manual mode. It's so close, it's got to be 1/32nd power. Nope, it's 1/128th power. There's no point trying to meter this with a flash meter. It's just too close to the softbox. You're never going to get the right... I'll tell you what.
Is that hurting your eyes at all, Soph?
No, I'm okay.
No? No, she's all right, Biggie, don't worry.
It's stuck on TTL mode. Oh, that's because I'm on C. Uh-huh. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Technology is really good, and when it fails, there is a reason, and it's usually the human bit at the back of the system that fails. Yeah, my gut instinct was pretty much bang on. Okay, so here's a tip. I don't know if you've ever thought of this, so I'm going to suggest this. So random, far out, just bear with me. If you get a pair of sunglasses and you put them on your model when there's a grid in front of them, damn it. I was going to suggest that. Can you pop those on for me? Here we go. And so if you're going to look into the grid, into the light, you're going to get some fun reflections. Being that close to the light, I wasn't planning on doing it, but I actually quite like that. That's kind of cool. I'll take those off. It does tend to mess your model's makeup up. Sorry about that. So careful with sunglasses. All right. So we've got 12 minutes to go. Sophie, come stand in the middle for me. So let's do one last setup. We can do one last setup in 12 minutes, can't we? Yay! Of course we can. Soft, dramatic lighting. Sorry about the noise. So, if you do nothing more than get your softbox and put it close to your subject, you are going to get nice pictures. I can extend them back out again. There we go. Nice pictures like that. Let's get a flash meter, get this back to F8, and that's F11, so we are a stop over. And that'll be 1/32nd power. Okay, oh, we're in black and white still. Fun, let's put it back to colour. Actually, Sophie, can we lose the jacket? just so we can see Sophie against the background. The black jacket blends in with the black or dark background where skin tones tend to stand out a little bit. Okay, same lighting, same everything, it just doesn't disappear quite so much into the background. Okay, so that's nice, and we get soft shadows, very gentle, very nice. But in theory, the bigger the light source, the softer the light. So if I switch out from a 25-inch softbox to a 42-inch softbox. Again, if you're just joining us.
Just a reminder from a couple of people who put this, remember to like the video, everybody. Hit the like button so we can see more of this. That's a great idea.
It would help very much if you want to see more of these. We do have one lined up for next month, so we will be back next month. Not quite sure the date yet. Working on that one. Okay, so I'm going to get it in. Sophie, should we do one international Sophie's arm's length from there? There we go. Okay, cool. So it might adjust the exposure because it has a larger area to fill. It's taken away 1/3 of a stop. That's it, just 1/3 of a stop. I can increase my light to compensate. It's also taken up quite a large chunk of my, my studio. But have a look at the difference. That is just that much softer. Have a look at the catch lights in Sophie's eyes. Okay, that one, same size as her pupil. This catch light, much, much bigger. So getting a large softbox closer than the, remember, double the diameter is the ideal distance. That's rubbish. One international Sophie's arm's length is exactly the right distance. It looks superb. So a big softbox, if you want soft light, is the way to go. Is it dramatic? No, it wasn't dramatic. It was nice and safe. Nothing wrong with safe, not what we're doing, and we've only got 10 minutes left. So Sophie, I'm going to pop this in behind you, something like that. And then, let's bring this in here. So, let's change the position with the same softbox. We're going to have it coming in from behind. Okay, take a little step for me that way.
Apparently, we're fed with likes, so don't forget to like the video. I like that, Brad.
Do you want to turn and face the camera? That's it, okay. Okay. So backlighting Sophie. I can probably go wider. I've got a zoom lens. Let's go wider. That's cool, isn't it? Okay, so that is soft lighting. The light that is on Sophie is soft, it's gentle, the shadows are there. It's not a silhouette, it's not a pure silhouette. I can probably actually take the light up a little bit more. Let's go up to 1/16 power. It's going to bounce around the white walls of the studio because I painted the studio white, so a little less control than if we had a black studio or had a whole bunch of flags. We don't have time for that, so we're going to leave it like that. That's not bad, is it? That in itself works pretty well. Obviously, we can't see Sophie, so we need a light on Sophie to see her and make her stand out. So we could get same light as we've used before. If I use it now, hard light. But if you were here at the beginning, what did I use right at the beginning? Umbrella, not for the superstitious. The cheapest of all soft light modifiers is still a good option. Would I use a softbox if I had the choice? Yes. Will I take the purple gel off this? Yes. That was close.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
I nearly didn't. So
they're actually on it too. So everybody's got your back.
Who can forget the gel? Apparently me. Okay, so just like I would with a softbox, I'm going to get the light elevated so I can see Sophie underneath. That's kind of the height I'm going to go for. And well, let's do it wrong. Let's bring this in. Here we go. Okay. Sophie, do you want to look at me? Because you can actually look this way now. Oh, damn it. Nothing to see here. Literally nothing to see here. There we go. All right, there we go. Soft lighting. Is it dramatic lighting? No. Is it soft lighting? Yes. it'll still be soft lighting. The shadows that we will create, hopefully, from this should make this more dramatic. I can even turn it down a little bit. Oh, okay, there we go. No flash. Beautiful. Okay, so that looks spectacular. I mean, Sophie does have the best eyes in the business. Great makeup, amazing eyes. But that looks really cool. That looks so good. And all we've done is use the same Softbox, in this case, umbrella, soft light source, but put it behind Sophie rather than in front. We create shadows, and shadows create drama. So yeah, even the softest of soft light sources can create drama if you're careful with the placement. We've got 5 minutes. We can do this in 5. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to try one thing. This may be brilliant. This may be an absolute disaster. Sophie, do you want to just step out of the way?
Are those the only two options?
They are literally the only two options.
I was very pleased to see that Chris in the chat did the same quote that I did earlier, which is, I'm not superstitious, I'm just a little stitious. And I said it, and no one said anything in response. And I thought, no one gets me.
That's hilarious.
It's from The Office.
Is it?
Yeah. Not superstitious.
The
just
UK
not
or the
stitious.
US version?
US.
Of course.
Yeah.
I haven't seen either version, so it's a fair question. Right, okay, so I have a pop-up background. When I was having a sort out, this one is the one I earmarked to go in the bin, which is why it was available. So maybe it's not going to go in the bin now. I had the theory if I haven't used something for about a year or so, I should probably move it on.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I know you do. So I'm suddenly using everything just for the sake of it, so Sam doesn't throw it away.
We have to have little timestamps on it so that we know.
Okay, let's just reposition everything over here. We'll put the light over this side. We'll put the black over that side. So I've got a black-white background that I'm going to have. I need to make it a bit taller. There we go. Look at that.
I was going to try and find a way to show this where it doesn't look chaotic, but this is the top view. So
Everything
did it
Legs there.
Creation and creativity is chaotic. You know, art is chaotic. I am art. I am chaos.
Oh my God, what is he saying?
Has it gone to my head now?
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Right. Let's put that over there. Okay, let's see how this goes. Sophie, you're going to go stand over there somewhere. So I have split this white softbox into a black one side, white the other side. At least in my head I have. Let's see if I actually have. Let's just test those lights first, see what we get. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is working. This is good. Hang on. Sophie, just spin yourself around the other way, face the other wall, that's it. Okay, so you can see there's a bit of a problem. It doesn't really work that way. It definitely doesn't work that way. If only I had one more light. Oh, that sounds like a Phil Collins song. One more light. Just give me just one more light. Wasn't that one of his songs? Pretty sure that was a Phil Collins song.
This might be the longest live stream we've ever done.
Was it not karaoke? I thought we said we'd do karaoke at the end.
Oh no.
Oh, this is live stream 50. Did I mention that? Our 50th live stream. I think there's a karaoke party at the end. Did no one tell you about that? Karaoke party. Oh, just me then.
I'm busy, sorry.
I'm up
Okay.
for it.
Right, let's turn that light on. So, umbrella, soft light source. Soft light source behind. Light split 50-50 down the middle. It's got to be a black and white image every day of the week. Let's see how we go in black and white. Amazing. Sophie, take a step towards me. Okay. Pretty good. And as I move Sophie towards me, spot the difference in the lighting. How far did you move? You moved at least around one screen's width. Yeah, literally a 27-inch screen width. That was before, that's after. Okay, let's just pop a little bit more light on you from there because I've moved you a little bit out of the light. and then we can take a few photos like this, and this will be our final pictures. So if you've got any questions, you've got less than a minute to get them in.
I think they're looking up their karaoke songs at the moment, so they're a little bit busy.
Ask Phil Collins if he's available for the evening. I think he lives in Surrey, he's just down the road.
I think he used to live, actually not that far away from here, but he now lives in America.
Does he?
Mm.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay, important picture coming up.
I know because my ex-boyfriend's dad used to deliver his milk. So I know he wasn't far down the road.
Random. You're just one person away from knowing Phil Collins. Fantastic. Okay, so super useful behind the scenes picture. Always a good idea to do one of those. Always a good idea to do a vertical and a horizontal. Always a good idea to do one in black and white. If you're going to do black and white, shoot in RAW, because then RAW gives you the ability to take the color away. But if you are a JPEG shooter, you've got one chance. Do it in color, and then you can make it black and white afterwards. So we'll finish with a couple of color pictures just to finish off. Beautiful. Last one. Boom. Fantastic. There you go. Soft lighting, but dramatic lighting. That's what I asked right at the beginning. Can we do it? I like to think we can. Sorry, I got the umbrella stuck in the ceiling. Good job there, Chief, isn't it? There we go. Righty, there we go. So that brings us to the end of the live stream. Yes, soft lighting can also be dramatic. It's all about where you position the light and knowing what you're looking for, having an idea in your head of where you're heading, and hopefully you can do it either with lighting position, with color, or with styling, like we had from the amazing Sophie. So give it up for the amazing Sophie. Woo! Links in the video description. Go follow her on Instagram. Behind the scenes, I don't know if you can see him actually.
Oh, no, don't even get me started. What is this?
What's wrong with that? There we go. Let everyone else see the clamp. What clamp were you using? That's the clamp I was using.
Was that clamp running the show? Was it?
Here we are.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for all your comments. And you didn't tell me what karaoke song you want. How can we prep them for next time?
Next time.
Yeah, you let us know, and we'll see you next month.
We'll see you next month. But if you want more from Adorama, Adorama is live on this channel Thursday. Maybe not be this one, it may be the next one, but Daniel will be live, probably doing karaoke. I can't guarantee that. And if you want even more, head over to our other channel, Adorama Events. Seth's live on there at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, doing interviews and Ask Me Anything sessions, as well as live streaming pretty much everything that happens from the store floor. So go check that out as well. We'll be back in about a month's time. Thank you very much to the team on the other side of the camera, but mostly thank you for you guys for watching. I'm Gavin Hoey. Thanks for watching.